Anyone?
In 2020, illey won the Call of Duty World Championship at just 18 years of age. 4 years later, he was dropped from his team with no explanation. So why did he get cut, given that he was the team's best player? To answer this, we need to go back to where it all started.
I've been playing COD since I was like 8-7 years old. In MW2, like I started like playing QBs.
Yeah.
I started off 0-32, and then like that's when I got my first win.
But it wasn't just video games that he played.
I used to be a professional, like competitive chess.
Hey guys, interview here, and I get a kid, and
I don't know if he's a national Canadian champion, but he was actually like he was thinking about playing chess like on a professional level when he was a kid.
I look at Call of Duty like different from like others. I look into like really deep and like really analyze it and like use some of like things I do in chess to just, like stay on my toes and like stay ahead and like adapt.
This mix of skill sets resulted in significant success for illey in online tournaments.
Yo, someone shot that, please.
Third-party websites such
Hey,
as
what? What, buddy?
Checkmate Gaming frequently hosted tourneys distinct from the main pro circuit, and illey
What happened, bro?
several of them.
I made over like 100k, like off like just like SD.
I just got home, bro.
In 2016, illey swiftly established himself as one of the most.
Oh, my car got broken
players
into, bro.
in the
GG's.
SD scene.
I ended up playing with Nick Merckx.
Gotta fix my window.
Black Ops 3 with the
Yeah,
squad.
Irv, text me.
That's when like a lot of people like seen like my true potential and how good I actually was, and that's when I started building a name for myself and people started tuning in.
Walking with Poom, baby!
What the
Walking with Poom, baby!
Unfortunately, illey's career did not take off as he'd hoped.
Sure.
While online tournaments had no age restrictions, official pro tournaments on LAN were modified to 18 and up, preventing illey from competing for another 4 years.
We know like since like BO3 that we were able to compete at the top level, but we were just held back from like the age rule.
However, illey was unfazed by this, and he continued to grind until his moment arrived. His uncommon high-sensitivity style led some of his competitors to believe that he was cheating.
How is that not keyboarding? Are you kidding me right now? Look at this. Illey keyboards. Illey keyboards.
I don't know. If you're cheating, you better cheat all these motherfuckers. So I've been getting cheated on every day.
Dude, I literally don't keyboard. That's so bad.
I was getting accused of keyboarding like every other day. Like every day I was getting accused of keyboarding. Like there's like hilarious clips of me like killer reacting to me.
Look at this. Look at this.
Nah, this clip was
He was
insane.
eventually signed by United in 2018.
Wait, Betty, what are you doing?
Debts team, and found much success alongside fellow future world champions Simp and Celium.
Krim versus illey. Illey's still challenging, and who's going to win this one? This is such a close fought battle, and illey.
The confidence you have to have.
Yo, it's good, Spooky.
in a 1v1
I'm gonna
Versus
react to
However,
a few more
Simp and
videos
Celium became qualified to play professionally a year later.
and
Illey
end the
was
stream
forced
and
to watch
publish
from the
it.
sidelines as Celium
So you can
impressed on
edit it.
FaZe Clan, and Simp helped
And then I want to
United
start doing
grab
for like the
World
video at the
Championship
end,
victory.
like kind of like the
This
outro. You put like, you know how like you had the like, two boxes at the end where you can like click on a video.
I
want some shit like that.
Predicted a few years ago. But with competitive transitioning to a franchise structure,
And it could be like one of my
he
videos or
hoped
something,
that
you know?
the franchise would grant him a contract.
I feel like
The
that'd be
other
good.
pros were just skeptical of me because they're like, oh, he's never played variant before.
Following the success of Simp in the previous year, illey was considered on par as the very next superstar of the league.
illey is sort of like your Simp this year, like the young guy just turning 18 that has a chance
Oh,
to
see the
really be one of the
franchise?
best players.
Honestly, I don't know
Illey
what
chose
happened.
to join fellow unproven rookie
Honestly, don't know what
Shotzi
happened
Empire
to
after
Ender.
receiving an offer from current member Hook.
I've been waiting like so many years to be able to compete and finally be like a pro. Except the age limit, and it was fantastic to finally be a pro.
Callisto and
Did
Crimson
Ender have a ring?
team, providing illey with valuable experience to help him through his rookie season.
Ender has a ring, right?
Experienced players behind us and with us is very, very, very helpful just to teach us a lot of things.
However, life as a pro player was far from easy early on. During the
Like with the
kickoff
prom, thank you.
tournament, illey experienced firsthand how difficult the job can be. T2P, Scump and Formal were talking trash to the entire team after taking them down. A few weeks later in the London Home Series final, the Huntsman defeated Empire once more. To lose his first ever professional final was painful, but it didn't take illey long to taste victory.
Honestly, I'm just progressing and just getting better. Every event getting experience.
At the Los Angeles home series, Empire
Hey, none of you sound good here. Like,
Every event getting.
didn't take illey long to taste victory.
Honestly, I'm just progressing and progressing, and it's getting better. Every event getting experience.
At the Los Angeles home
he seems
series,
calm there.
Empire
Before he was just like looking at the
beat
ground and shit. Like,
to claim their first tournament of the
I don't know
season.
why he was looking at the
But
ground,
after his
chat.
victory, he would have to go
Like, he
back
was
to
looking at the ground like he
space
was fucking,
established
I don't know, like some like
his
kid who's
bedroom.
never been outside
As the
and
pandemic
had never
struck,
socialized.
all tournaments were to be held virtually. Nonetheless, illey prospered throughout this era of online COD, with Empire winning 2 more tournaments.
I think Inner's good though.
You are in this. Hill, the smokes are there. Illey from the flank there was able
I think it's kind of mid and respawn. Playing against him, but I mean, obviously his strong suit is S&D. I don't know. There's definitely a few players who like are able to transfer over to hardpoint and like respawn and shit. Like for example, like Simp, he was an S&D star, and he's good at S&D and like respawn. Same with Abizu. So and they're both S&D stars, so they're actually good at respawn and S&D. So I don't know why Interdict doesn't really translate it as much.
Well, he's got the shot as well. Sib gets caught. Well, you're giving somebody a haircut as well, but the spot, the angle from illey.
Maybe awareness. I don't know.
A sniper
Maybe he's like black side or
saved
something. I don't know.
all season long for the ideal opportunity helped Empire win this
Them
round
8s, yeah, I
on
can run
Gunrunner
B8
Search and
for sure.
Destroy
Put that in
and the
YouTube.
map. In the end, it was Empire who emerged victorious as world champions. From making a name for himself in his bedroom to now taking home the top honor in the same venue, illey's career had come full circle.
Since I was a little kid, like since like COD 4, I've been playing since I was like COD 4, since I was 7 years old. I had no clue, nor my family had no clue that I could be winning $1.5 million just sitting in my bedroom. That's just crazy to me. I've been playing Call of Duty my whole entire life, so I was basically just working and preparing myself my whole life to be able to compete and get this ring. So this ring means everything to me. It's priceless.
And just hours later, he was back to grinding.
They just FaceTimed me, we chilled for a bit, and then I just ended up literally streaming S&D Chows later that night with Brandon.
He was like, yo, we just won 200K. Yo, Charles, S&D?
From this point on in illey's career, things could surely only get
Who's
better.
that? Oh, Tommy. That's
However,
Tommy.
he and the team had to overcome a major setback shortly after winning. Professional Call of Duty reverted from 5 versus 5 back to 4 versus 4, which required the removal of one member from the team.
Yeah, it's devastating. It's truly devastating because, you know, one of us is...
To be fair, illey never had a stable roster environment.
Nobody on this team deserves to be dropped.
Not really anyone
All
does,
worked
except for
so
FaZe.
hard this year. We all put in equal
Every team
contribution
changes.
all year round.
Ultimately, Clayster was dropped, and illey would be able to continue growing on the Empire.
I think to say that
Despite the
it's kind of
changing
insane.
dynamics, Empire did briefly continue their success in MW19, earning a spot in the grand final of the season's first major. Standing in their way was FaZe.
Only core 3 who hasn't
Great
changed consistently is FaZe.
12.
Everyone else is switcheroo.
As Simp, well, maybe a little vengeance for the loss at the World Championship last year. Some extra love onto the members as Krim is getting swarmed, hunted, and he will
They couldn't
drop
assassinate him.
FaZe.
That's hilarious.
They dominate the search and destroys.
FaZe successfully scored revenge, as they looked to be even stronger with the addition of Arcetes. But Empire continued to decline. Hook became the second player to be dropped from the team following their World Championship triumph. The team used substitute Fellow as a stopgap before landing on Vivid for the rest of the season. These changes to the roster, though, appeared to unnerve illey, who did receive criticism for his play all year long.
But we need to see Krim and Ender start matching the likes of like the top teams, right?
With 0 major tournament victories that year, illey had one last chance to prove himself at the World Championship. In a losers final match against Ultra, his moment arrived in map 4.
Krim's got important gunfights. He's gonna lose it. Shotzi now inside the hill. He's surrounded. Come out with your hands up. illey 5-2. Shotzi gets the next one. And it's illey versus Cammy inside of the hill, trying to buy his teammates time. And it's a hero on hero fight, and illey wins it. And now, we got a game 5.
But in the following map, illey fails to register a single kill, as Empire exited in 3rd place. For winning a world
That's so
championship,
that's so
but illey was undeterred.
The feeling was so bad. Like you're frying one map, and the next map you just get
Some of the
shit
things I learned
on.
last year, I would have not learned like if I didn't go through that, you know?
True.
There are a lot of things I learned last year. Going to next year, I felt like I learned a lot and I'm ready. I'm coming out with the fire and plan on just going hard every single day.
But there was going to be another big-time occurrence in the landscape before that time came. Dallas Empire was officially dissolved as parent organization Envy merged with OpTic Gaming. With 8 players now forced to become 4, illey's CDL career was in peril. But in the end, illey was chosen by OpTic to be the brains behind the team.
I've been saying that, man. Yeah, I'm posting this on YouTube.
One of the biggest positives, I think the S&D for OpTic would improve tenfold with this roster. Just bringing in.
Look at accuracy, chat.
However, was wary of this move, with illey having a lot to prove that this decision was correct. But OpTic didn't have the best of starts, losing 2 crushing round 11s which infuriated illey. However, they were able to bounce back just as Major 1 was about to unfold. In the winners' final against London, illey silenced the haters on map 2.
I don't know if people use launchers. My fucking butt sinks in it every time.
Playing very effectively, but he's able to take down one.
Go into library. He has no idea that he's here after picking up the fuse. That's gonna be nearly the first.
It's a good rap.
For the outrageous.
Why did he just?
But the outrageous plays did not.
Alpha Blue.
illey
Good buzzer,
arguably
good
had
play.
the finest performance of his career, guiding OpTic to the Major 1 title.
The work we've been putting in has shown, and just
Guiding OpTic.
That's probably
arguably had the
coolest moment, man.
performance of his. illey arguably had the finest performance of his career, guiding OpTic Texas to the Major 1 title.
The work we've been putting in has shown, and this is only the beginning. We're gonna keep going hard every single day. We're not gonna get complacent.
Hell yeah.
And we're doing it all year.
illey was at peak performance levels. The grind, the talent, it was all paying off. But unfortunately, everything was about to come crumbling down.
Damn.
During Major 2, like, my thumb was, like, hurting, like, a bit, and I just thought, like, oh, yeah, it's just, like, for me, like, just grinding is not a big deal, like, probably just sore. Just, like, afterwards, like, when I came back here, like, there was, like, a really big, like, just, like, a bump.
Following Major 2, illey had sustained a thumb injury, which forced him out of action indefinitely.
It's an infected cyst. I was getting so much, like, pain there, and how could I focus on the game, you know?
This was a terrible moment in his career and prevented him from doing the
Yeah,
one
back
thing
in
he
cyst,
knows
bro.
best. Few people
Holy
have the
fuck,
same
bro.
enthusiasm for COD as illey does, and regrettably,
And make sure I wash my hands or some shit.
harm. While illey was away from the team, rumors emerged that he was continuing to play Call of Duty.
Did not go on hard all year, yeah.
Ringer against the guidance of his doctor, and potentially without his team or coach around.
I think his second Major 4 chat.
That's illey! It is illey, bro!
Wait. Go back.
However, during the 3rd tournament of the season, illey declared he had healed from his injuries. But
The
just
third.
a few series later, the pain was back, and substitute general had to step in to take over.
Yeah, it's stiff and it hurts.
Sorry to beat around the dead bush that's been dead for a couple weeks now, but Inder will not be able to compete for the foreseeable short-term future. Obviously, we don't want him to be in a position where it's going to keep happening, so he's going to take some time off.
Without illey, OpTic settled on a new pickup in Proloot, and despite the team's impressive performance in the online qualifiers, Proloot's lack of LAN experience kept them from causing trouble when it mattered the most. But with illey's thumb injury supposedly healed yet again, he was back in the team just in time for the World Championship. But in their match against the Los Angeles Thieves, misfortune struck again.
We played Thieves. Ender was like talking to me and he was like, yo, my thumb is still bothering me really badly. I can't aim to the left. I mean, if you can't aim left, you know, that's half of the gunfights that you're going to be in. And he said that every time that it happened, it would feel like it was just really strained and really tight.
With his thumb still causing problems, illey was compelled to play against the Thieves with pain, and unfortunately had some pretty poor stats, and the team got slammed out 3-0. A few series later, OpTic was eliminated from the competition by the Seattle Surge. After such a promising start to the year, what might have happened had illey been healthy would go down as one of the biggest what-ifs of the CDL era.
Yeah.
Heading into 2023, many still believed illey to be a liability, despite the belief that his thumb had healed during the off-season.
You know what? I fuck with Inder's passion. Inder's passionate.
From the roster for a couple of days before OpTic bit the bullet and ran it back with the same team.
We didn't really give ourselves a fair chance. Run it back one more year and see what we can do. That's how I genuinely think about it.
This ultimately proved to be the wrong decision. OpTic Texas placed an embarrassing 12th place at the first event of the year, and things only continued to spiral out of control. Dashi was benched for Hook, and Scump retired, just when OpTic started to build momentum. But the final dagger came at Major 2, where illey went 18-32 in a crucial map against the Los Angeles Thieves. Despite jumping from top 12 to top 4, OpTic felt they had no choice to cut ties with illey once and for all.
It felt like things were clicking. Was it just sort of a realization of, I don't know, is this roster just not going to work?
I guess you could say that. It was kind of a show, you could say. Like,
I think it was just one of those needed moves for everyone to move on.
There were some rumors circulating at the time that there was more to this decision than just performance issues.
Ender actually just got me tight. Like, guy just awoken from his absolute slumber, not popping any beans for 3 months. Now he just twisted out of his mind. Absolute drugging. Absolute drugging.
I'm gonna call it now. I don't think illey's coming back.
After 3 seasons on OpTic, illey was desperate for a fresh start. Fortunately for him, he was able to continue on the Seattle Surge without the inconvenience of the thumb injury.
How's the injury doing? How's the thumb doing?
oh, it's perfect. It's fantastic. You know, like, I'm beaming. You'll be able to see, more people will be able to see this year too. Like, kid's back, like 100%.
This was illey's opportunity to show everybody how good he could play without anything holding him back, and being set up as the star of the team. And illey demonstrated this perfectly.
And there was and Alec will have to be with this team for sure.
Good lord, it is nice to see this kid play.
Such a long break. What was that like, man? Because you were so silent throughout that time as well.
Honestly, I was just chilling, to be honest. Like, I decided, like, whatever, like, I'm, like, gonna take, like, the season off and just chill. And, yeah, I was just chilling. I was just focusing on myself, you know? Just getting ready, for, next year. Like, yeah.
This form carried over to Major 1, where he made numerous plays all weekend.
20 seconds to go, and illey hops out.
Yeah.
This form carried over to Major 1, where he made numerous plays all weekend.
20 seconds to go, and illey hops out, wins his one.
Also, shout out illey, man. Illey.
1, where he made numerous plays all weekend.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, just like, I don't know. He's that's weird. Like, look at him. He's like why does he stop here? Like, why does he stop here? Like, he just like jumps up on accident. Like, he just his timing. He would have been there already, and AJ would have been shooting at him if he just ran. Like,
A top
you know what I mean?
Performance was commendable.
Like, I feel like players like that, they just like do random shit and just like,
Following Major in Miami.
like I don't know. Like, every movement is like, every movement shouldn't be wasted.
9th of February 2024.
So like, I think it was just, I was just a
Placed
pointless.
in the starting lineup by Brezzy.
We just threw out the timing, which actually
were
worked. So
undisclosed by the
kudos to him.
Seattle Surge, and the team themselves never announced that illey was actually departing, leading many of the community to understandably become rather suspicious. Specifically, a post-game interview at Major 1 in Boston.
Start playing tighter towards like, well, like, that doesn't matter, but like, yeah, we got the piece P4, we got the castle.
Resi, nah, I never heard him.
And yeah, like yeah, we just believed, and then we ended up breaking P1. Yeah, you know how it went. Yeah.
Some
That boy's rapping. Why is he doing that?
To previous interviews earlier in his career.
Yeah.
Stay safe, keep grinding. You heard it here first. All right.
Not vibes, but like, yeah, just like, yeah, do it right, yeah.
Egen.
All right, bet.
That's so awkward.
illey was one of the best players throughout Stage 1, with the
Better than me.
13th best Slayer
Better than
rating
me in
the
Stage
league.
1.
It can't be gameplay related, and that's how I see it. Ender is literally their best player by far. He actually is pretty good at this game. I'll give him that.
Despite this, the analyst desk from the CDL side did not seem as surprised as arguably they could have been, leading to even further suspicion.
What was illey's role on the team? Who needs to step up now to take over that position?
Yeah, well, I would say that, like, he's not coming in trying to exactly fill illey's shoes. illey was taking over, making some big plays in the respawns, but it wasn't exactly leading to a lot of respawn success. So
the community has been forced to guess on the explanation. Many fans recall a Hooks video from 2021, also while teaming with illey, admitting to using Adderall during his career.
Regardless of the accusations currently against Ender, you might as well accuse 80% of the league for the exact same shit.
This led many fans to believe that the CDL will always remain mute on issues relating to substance misuse, for fear of public relations repercussions. Given illey still remains a part of Seattle Surge based on his Twitter profile, the most popular theory today is that of an undisclosed league-mandated suspension for an unknown period of time. To potentially
We need illey back, man. illey needs to, bro. illey needs to be on a team.
His return is often discussed.
Yeah, but I am curious to see if Ender does fall on a team.
Yeah, I gotta do the
some
interviews. If I called for it, you called for it.
I mean, we saw what happened with Seattle. I mean, they have not.
I mean, I was gonna do an interview, but
Who knows?
They said
Maybe someone
no.
picks him up.
They wanted me, and
That
then they ended up
illey
saying
might
no.
be
So
coming back into this roster. I have heard that behind the scenes. I have heard illey maybe coming back in.
Illey was hailed as the next big thing in Call of Duty when he was only 14 years of age.
no, I don't know if he got banned. Honestly, I doubt it though.
And his
I
career
don't know.
has
I have
been
no
marred
idea. I
by
don't want to say
off-the-field
anything like that. Like,
incidents. It remains to be seen whether illey will ever fulfill his potential.
alright, chat. W reaction vid. Look at here.